graduating 25,000, 50,000. They go on to medical school, nursing school, $100,000 in debt. Well, I want to say to every young Nevada, if you do public service, teach, be a nurse, be a firefighter, be a police officer, we will forgive your debt. That federal financial aid form the family spent hours filling out to get to the bottom of it, and there's no money for it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
We can do a lot better than that. But I'm not just interested in our young people going to college. I want to take care of all of our young people. 60% of our young people never go to college and graduate. What are we doing for them? You know, these are the young men and women who build the buildings we live and work in. They largely fight the wars that our country wages. They get up every day. They work hard. Let's take care of them. Show them some respect. Now, in order to do any of this, we're going to have to reform the government. We all know that. To fix our problems, we got to get the obstacles out of the way. And I'm afraid that, can we get some water down here? We've got, somebody fainted. Can we get some water, please, from the back, if anybody can hear me? You have water? Here. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Got it? Got it? Here you go. Thank you, whoever pointed that. What? We've got some nurses. Thank goodness. Let's just love America. You know, we do take care of each other. We may not even know each other, we take care of each other. You okay, honey? You're fine. You okay? She's a little overheated, I can see why. You know, I once went on a trade mission with my husband when he's governor of Arkansas. And he was trying to promote trade with some of the European countries, and we were in Florence, Italy. And it was really hot.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I don't know about you, but when I travel, I sometimes don't drink enough water. Not a good idea. So I was being, you know, escorted around on a guided tour by some, you know, Italian officials, and we went to see the Michelangelo's David.
Yep.
So I was standing in front of it, and I keeled over him.
Yeah, it's something to see.
I'm sure glad nobody's following me around those days with cameras. Yeah, I know. It's sad. You know, people ask me, well, gee, sometimes you're awfully careful. I said, oh yeah, tell me about it. I think she's going to be fine. You know, as we think about reforming the government, we've got to repair the damage that George W. Bush has done. We've got to get rid of those no-bid contracts and all the phony and all the outsourcing. You know, I understand that our whole 500,000 jobs that have been outsourced because there's not a single shred of evidence that they save the taxpayers money and they are not accountable. When you give these no-bid contracts and you outsource military services, intelligence services, you end up with Halliburton and Blackwater, and I don't think that's good for America. And if there were ever any evidence needed as to why we need a hands-on president, all we have to do is think back to what happened along the Gulf Coast. You know, that was a natural disaster that was turned into a national disgrace. The incompetence, the indifference, the insensitivity. And we're going to have a president who will personally hold people in the government accountable. And I have an old-fashioned idea. How about appointing qualified people to start with? Leadership and our moral authority in the world, and that begins with ending the war in Iraq and bringing our troops home. I have said that as soon as I'm inaugurated, I will ask the Secretary of Defense, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, my security advisors, to come up with a plan so that I can begin to bring our troops home within 60 days. And some people say to me, why do we have to plan? Come president, ask for the plans and start to do it. Well, here's the problem. Last spring, I began hearing from a number of the military advisors that I talked with that the Pentagon wasn't doing planning. And in fact, there was resistance because that would have admitted that we had to start bringing our troops home. So I wrote to the Secretary of Defense and said that, withdrawing is dangerous, and I wanted to know what kind of planning was going on. And I got back a letter saying they weren't going to tell me. I said, well, I think you are. So we had a meeting. And it was classified, so I can't tell you what they said, except to tell you it wasn't confidence building. So I think we're going to have to really dig into it to be prepared. And I want you to just think about some of the problems that I will have to think about as your president. Withdrawing our troops along those roads, all those convoys, which is how we've actually lost most of our young men and women. We've got to guard those roads. You never know whether some militia or some other kind of group is going to plan an attack. We have to get our equipment out. We can't leave it behind. We don't know what use it would be put to. We got to think about the more than 100,000 American civilians who are there working in the embassy, working for businesses, working for nonprofits and charitable organizations. And I also think we have to consider the Iraqis who sided with us. A lot of Iraqi translators and Iraqis. In 2005, I went into Fallujah with John McCain on a Senate trip. We're both on the Senate Armed Services Committee, and the Marines had just taken back Fallujah after a very bloody battle. I spent a lot of time talking to the